Nigel, what are your thoughts after an action-packed encounter?
Oh, wonderful 3 points. Very tiring watching it because I thought we made very hard work of it. Swindon got some good players that can hurt you, as you saw in the game. And when they're in that position with, not going up, not going down, they can play with a sense of freedom that we can't enjoy at the moment. So I thought it was a very good game for the neutral. I don't know how many shots for both teams had. We've just edged it with three, I thought, very, very good goals.
I think there are over 40 shots in total.
Wow. Brilliant entertainment for everybody. The most important thing is that we've come out on top and got those 3 points, because it was one of the days where you look at the fixtures and you think everybody's going to win today just about, and they did. So we've kept the gap the same.
Putting the microscope on the match, right at the start, you began at breakneck speed.
Yeah, and I thought the first 15-20 minutes, having got the goal after 4 minutes, we really have to do more then to go and get another one. Because the longer then it goes, and half-time 1-0, they grow in confidence because they're still in the game. And, the players really have to sense that the game's there for the taking in that first 15 minutes.
You had an even better chance to score before you eventually did on 3 minutes with Haram Boateng, didn't you?
Yeah, he should have taken a touch. He rushed it on his wrong foot. Should have come back inside and laid it on a plate. Some of our decisions again in and around the penalty area were the reason that you might say that we only scored the 3 in terms of enough situation and chances to score 5 and 6 today.
But it was Lucas Akins who got you going after 4 minutes, and a typical finish from him. You fancy him from there, don't you?
You do, yeah, when it's coming across him like that on his right foot and side foot in the bottom corner. I thought all 3 strikers linked up well for the goal. I think Lewis Reed had a little hand in it as well. And it was a good ball through and great run. I thought there were 3 very good team goals today.
You were 1-0 ahead at the break. Could you quite believe you'd only got the 1 goal at half-time?
Yeah, in some ways, no, but I thought we dropped off it after the first 15-20 minutes, and they grew into the game a little bit. We had a scare when I think Charlie Austin headed one over just before half-time, so that was the warning. We said to them at half-time, Swindon are capable of hurting you. Don't give them any sort of half chances. Unfortunately, we did.
Were you expecting them to come at you as much as they did in the second half? Because they seemed to find a newfound confidence, didn't they, at the break?
Well, why not? They're playing with nothing to lose, And these teams, if we play the teams like this between now and the end of the season, very, very dangerous sides because, they know they're certainly not getting relegated and they might as well go for it if they're going to have a late push for the playoffs.
It was a frenetic 25-minute period, wasn't it, in that second half? Both sides scoring twice.
Yeah, unusual, but you could see it the way that the game was. It was quite open, which we don't mind that because we think we're going to create the better and more chances and situations. It's similar to the Salford game. It's just whether you're going to put them away or not.
How important was it to score, I think, bang on a minute after they did to regain the advantage?
Oh, hugely important because I think at that stage of the game when they were growing in confidence, if we'd have left it any longer, then they may well have gone 2-1 ahead. So it was an absolutely brilliant finish from Davis. We got him into that position numerous times today. He's produced 1. We want him to produce more than that.
They pulled 1 back to make it 2-2, and then you made what you might say was a critical change. Well, 3 changes on 65 minutes. 2 of those changes played a huge part in the winning goal, because Ollie Clark was the architect. Will Swan got the match winner. Yeah,
Will Swan's a little bit unlucky, really. He wasn't very good against Tuesday the other night, against MK Dons on Tuesday night, but we sort of went with Tom today, and that was the plan, sort of 60-65 minutes. We were now making, at this stage of the season, 2 or 3 changes. Lads, Stephen Quinn's played there twice in the week, so that was always the plan. H was going to stay in a bit longer, but we thought with them getting the 2-2, let's get the 3 changes and get some fresh legs on.
Were you confident after you got that 3rd goal that you would go on and get the 3 points, or was it still nervy for you in the dugout given the nature of what we'd seen before?
Well, what do you think today? What do you think, seriously? Until the referee actually blew that final whistle at 98 and 20 seconds, it actually went 20 seconds over. I don't get why he waits until we win the ball back. If the time's up, the time's up. Why wait for us to win it back, And he said, it's a minimum of and all that. Well, you're not telling me it was absolutely on when we actually won the ball back. But 8 minutes seemed a long time as well for added time. We only got 5 against MK Dons the other night. There seemed to be as many stoppages in that. But we haven't managed to hang on.
Yeah, what must give you confidence around about that period is you kept on creating chances, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we have all throughout the game, and I think in stoppage time, George Maris had one kicked off the line. Yeah. He could have taken a touch again and put it in the bottom corner. A little bit symptomatic of our decision making in and around the penalty area.
Was it relief at the full-time whistle for you and the boys?
Of course. I said to them, performances, we always like to play well. And, early on in the season, you're looking for something to hang your hat on and build on. Performances don't matter now, honestly. All that matters is the points, and none more so than at Tranmere and Bradford this week.
Just how important was the victory ultimately, given the sides beneath you won?
Well, that was it. It's, all of a sudden, if you get 2-2 or even lose, then teams are gaining ground on you. And having lost on Tuesday at home, it was important that we got back on track, and these 5 games that we talked about, we've won 2 out of the 3. We could have had a win and 2 draws. We're going to keep going for the wins.
And it's getting towards crunch time now. 10 to go.
Yeah, that's all. 10. Said to them, after these 2 this week, you're down to just 8 games. So they've got to realise every single ounce of what they've got now, like all season, has got to go into these next few games.
Thanks as ever.
Pleasure.